here is the next project. Tell me in comments if you know what this is. Well, hello there, friends. So look what we're working on today. This car is going to get one of the most basic vinyl tops you're ever going to see, and that's what we're going to do today. Every car I get seems to have its own story. This is an 8-second quarter-mile 69 Camaro here. They had a little problem. They already had a vinyl top on here. But you know what they installed it with? The spray can adhesive that I always tell everybody not to use. But you know what? I guess they didn't see that video. So anyway, that's what they used, and guess what happened? They're going down the track and the top blew off. It blew off of the car. So we're going to show him how to do it correctly. We're going to use contact adhesive made specifically for this purpose. So here we go. This time, this is what we're going to be using right here. Look at that, contact adhesive. And for what? For Landau top and trim. So specifically for this job. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start taping off where we don't want glue. Now I get a lot of questions about vinyl tops. And one of the questions that I get is, does the roof need to be sanded before we put the glue on? And that answer would be no. The reason it's a no is because that glue is very strong. And glue is all we really need. So the glue is what's going to hold that. It's going to adhere to the paint. So don't worry about that. So the first place I always start is I always put the glue around the perimeter first. Especially this car here, I'm going to put extra heavy glue here behind the windshield trim and across this front header right here behind the windshield, because you know what, we don't want this top blowing off. So the customer supplied this top for me. I didn't buy this one and I didn't make it. So this is really an aftermarket top right here. So what I'm going to do on the front and the rear is we're going to find the center of this top. So we have the seams right here. I just put those together, fold it in half, mark it. Do the same for the rear. Now let's find the center for the roof. Now for technique number 539. What this is the half and half method. So we're going to do half of the top at a time. And now for technique number 24. So number 24, and the number is so low is because it's one of the most important techniques. As you know, the more important the technique, the lower the number it is. So where there is no glue, it won't stick. So we have to make sure that we cover every square inch of this here, so that way his top doesn't come flying off. Sometimes people will ask me in the comments, so how long do I let the glue dry for? 5 minutes before putting the two together because it's contact adhesive? And I say no. I don't have a set time because it really takes about 15 or 20 minutes to glue both sides thoroughly before I can put them together anyway. So I don't wait. I just start laying it down. Next, we take all the tape off. Okay, now it's time to lay it down. So now for technique number 148, the use of a heat gun. So what that does is that helps, especially if you're in a colder climate, and help warm up the vinyl to get it to stretch. So one trick to getting the seam straight is to look down the seam like you're looking down the barrel of a gun. So you grab the seam right here, pull back, lay it down, look down the seam, see how it looks. Now if you want to double check, you can use the straight edge to check your seam to make sure your seam is straight. So now let's pull the rear quarters. Now for technique number 55. What that is pressing everything down. Give the top a really nice massage. Okay, so you're going to put a lot of pressure. We're going to make sure that this top is never going to come off on its own anyway. Now we'll do the same to the other side. So this here is a pre-made top, maybe made in China, I don't know. But you know what? They put this rear band on as part of the top. But I usually put this on last. So anyway, I gotta reposition this. So now for technique number 6294. Okay, that's cutting out for these windshield clips here. So what that technique is the clip is, oh, right here. Okay, so you can see the clip right there, right? Okay, so what I do is I put the scissors right next to the clip like that, and that's where I'm cutting around that clip. So what I do is I go like this, I put the scissors right next to the clip, and I cut that little half moon shape. Then that allows me to tuck down behind the clip, just like that. Okay, let's get the sides trimmed. It's pretty much a basic top install if I ever saw one. I just got to put the trim on. Time for the cleanup. Yep. So anyway, like I was saying,